It's another week and another brand new episode on the Granny Panty podcast. I'm your host, RubyLynne. I'm super excited that you have tuned in, and I would love it if you could hit subscribe, like, comment on my videos. Also, if you want to follow me, the host, you can find all things Ruby at rubylynne.com. That's RubyLynne.com. This week's guest, I had the pleasure of meeting her at Chicago Exotica a couple of months ago, and then again got to see her at XBiz Miami. She is the #1 ambassador for Loyalfans, which is a huge fan site that is just blowing other fan sites out of the water. She's been in this business for 22 years, which I had no idea. Her primary fetish is bondage, domination, and she has just made a beautiful business out of that niche. So I'm super excited to find out more today about Nyssa Nevers. Welcome. Nyssa Nevers, I'm so excited to have you on my show today. Thanks for taking the time to come on, and I can't wait to get to know you more.
Yeah, it was great meeting you at Exotica and then seeing you again at XBiz, and I'm super excited to be on the Granny Panty podcast.
Thank you so much. And I was just mentioning before we went live that I'm excited to actually be able to talk to you because we have only seen each other at these huge, crazy events where the background noise, you can't really sit and chat. And I want to hear more about how you got into this business, your work with Loyalfans and how that came about. And so let's just start right out of the gate. How long have you been in the business?
I've been in 22 years. I started
22.
19.
Wow.
I'll be 42 in December.
Yay, the 40s. I love it. 40s and 50s, best years of my life.
Yeah, 40 has been good. 40s have been good.
That's awesome. So how did you start at 19? I'm going to assume maybe strip club, that kind of thing.
Nope, I'm a horrible dancer. I'm a horrible dancer. I've tried. People have tried to teach me. It is not good. I've been into bondage and fetish since I was a kid. Like, honestly, that was just kind of the game we played back then. Like the power struggle. That's fun. So when I also started modeling really young. And then when I became 18, I started modeling again on my own terms. I just didn't like modeling as a child, just pushed around a little bit. And I was kind of a rebellious child. So that didn't work out for me. So when I turned 18, I did regular modeling. And then I had done a little bit of like tie-up, bondage modeling photos. But then I met this girl online. And I had moved up north. I was living in Virginia. Then I moved to Maryland.
Okay.
And I was actually a live-in nanny for a friend of mine. I met the girl on MySpace. I was just kind of looking around for people who seemed interesting in the area.
Right.
And I seen that she did bondage. And then I seen her smoking. And then I was like, oh, we have things in common. Like, clearly we should at least hang out and try it and see if we're friends.
That's so cool.
But I didn't know how to make friends in a new place, so that's what I did. And it worked. I made a friend.
And the MySpace days were really like the birthplace of online dating or friendships or that connection. I remember having a MySpace and
got your top 8.
Yeah, my top 8 or your top 12 and Tom and I kind of wish those days would come back.
It was very fun on MySpace. Like, see, this is what ages us, right? MySpace. Because these days you're like, Oh, what is that relic?
So you got into the bondage fetish. I mean, I'm picturing little Nissa tying up all her friends on the playground or something.
Yep, yep, yep.
The tetherball, the tetherball court, that's also aginess.
Yeah, right. Do they have those anymore?
I was
Things
just
have
thinking,
evolved. Like that might not be as fun as whatever else they might have now.
right?
Well,
So you
everybody
met
has
this.
computers now.
Yeah, we have computers. We don't they're playing games on the computer versus games on the playground.
I heard in school everyone's learning on only computers now, it seems. I was like, wow, I wonder what that
Right.
looks like.
iPads and computers. That's true. That's true.
So
So
I
you
saw
got into
this girl.
the bondage modeling with this person you met.
Yeah, I seen that she had pictures. She told me she was a bondage model, and I was like,
Okay.
"Oh, that's a thing?" I thought what I was seeing on the internet was just people sharing because
Right.
I never hit a paywall back then. I was just finding
Mhm.
stuff. So I just thought I was sharing, and I was like, "Whoa, you get paid to do this?" And she's like, "Yeah, if you want, I'll take you on a shoot. You can see what I do and watch my shoot, and then,
Wow.
if you want to shoot that day, you probably can." And so I did, and I was like, "I can do this." So I did, and I got paid, and I was like, "Well, there we have it. I can actually get paid for doing this, not just regular modeling." And I already had when I was in high school, I went to it was called radio and TV broadcasting. It was a vocational school where I would go for 4 days
Oh.
a day or 4 periods a day, like half the day, my
Mhm.
junior and senior year. So I was already into editing and doing all that. I really liked doing video stuff. My uncle was a video editor, so he showed me some stuff before, and I was just super into it. So it was kind of cool to end up putting both together and be like, whoa, here we go. Now here's my career now.
Right, you kinda married all of those talents that you brought to the table.
Hmm. Yeah,
That is
so that was
awesome.
exciting. And that was just like that kind of led me into everything else I did.
Mhm.
I actually became an assistant for the second producer I shot with.
Okay.
And so I learned a lot from him too. I learned about model releases and IDs very early. So I was
Right.
one of the lucky ones that didn't have to like panic too much. But I always
Mhm.
tell people, gotta get those model releases, get all the pictures because you never know what is going to change. And
Right. Yeah, that is super important. I can't even imagine not having that in the past, you
there's
know?
people now that someone recently told me that they ran into an issue where I don't even remember what site it was, but they
Mhm.
said that, "Oh, this is an expired ID." Well, yeah, the content's 20 years old.
Right.
You want me to go find her? She might not be around anymore. She might not want to be found, you know?
So did they take the video down because it had been
I think it wasn't even able to go up. This is
okay,
the old content they were just working on or something.
gotcha, gotcha.
So yeah, get the edges of the ID if you have to.
Right, right. It's so important.
Seriously.
Well, and it's so easy to do the 2257s now. I personally use the app. I think it was the Walters Law Group or something came out with that $2 app, and that makes it so easy. You're right there. You can do it right on your phone.
Yeah, I do a model release and it collects your ID and everything,
Mhm.
social handles. I use a Clever Waiver. That
Oh,
costs
okay.
more, but you can design it however you like. And
Okay.
then I always do get a 2257
Mhm.
just signed so I have some kind of paper signature.
Gotcha. Gotcha. Yeah, you
Someone
cannot
said that
have
to me
too
once and
many.
I was like, "Oh, a paper signature, you're right." You never know.
Right. Right. You can't have too much backup, I don't think, in this
Yeah.
business.
And it's just business. Everybody
Mhm.
understands. Like what I'm asking for, I want to happily give to you too. It's not
Right.
I would withhold. I only want yours.
Right. Well, speaking of apps, I use Bold Sign, which it's all electronic signature. I use that for my videography release for the
That
podcast,
was
but
very
also
easy.
I don't allow any nudity on social media. And so anybody that I collab with, if they want to shoot with me, they have to sign an agreement that says I will not show, below the waist or chest on any socials. So it makes it easy because you can just send that.
Yeah, I really liked yours. It was very easy to sign back.
Thank you. Thank you. So you're doing the modeling, and then did you get into live webcam, or where did that path take you to get to where you are today?
So I've always been a model producer. I'm still very shy when it comes to webcam. I really like deep down inside, I really, really, really want to be on the webcam. But I don't know what it is. Like, I've been doing videos. I can turn it on when I go to the conventions.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm just so shy about going on the webcam.
Yeah.
I'm definitely a producer through and through. That's what been my main gig the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
My main thing is custom videos. I
Okay.
always wanted to just be a bondage producer at first because pretty much everybody gets into it with what they're into.
Right.
Then once I started doing customs and I really like the interaction with me and the fan and
Mm-hmm.
getting to know what they like, and there's so many fun fetishes out there. For me, I
Yes.
like getting creative like that. So I just started doing all these different custom requests, and I shoot so many fetishes now, and I get to ask so many questions. I just want to produce the best ones, so I ask them tons of questions. And
That's
now I have a
awesome.
big collection of all kinds of crazy fetishes.
Tell me, what is your most requested fetish for
Tickling,
content?
tickling. I have a big tickling fan base.
Oh, tickling. Okay. I didn't expect that.
Yeah, I have a huge tickle fan base, and they like to see me tickle other people, but really, it's me getting tickled.
Okay.
They call it
Okay.
tickle torment.
Okay. I've had a couple of on live webcam, I've had a couple private shows where someone had the tickling fetish. But interesting. So what is your favorite fetish to film or produce?
Oh, I always like bondage.
Mhm.
I do like the tickling. I've been doing a lot of giantess stuff, which I think is really fun and creative.
Yes.
The fans are really nice, and like I've been working with some fans that this recently. This one guy had me. He ordered a book from Amazon, and it was all these like buildings from Europe that paper buildings I could put together.
It's on the hub, right?
Yes, and
Yes, I saw it the other day.
it's so fun to smash these buildings. It takes me like 15 minutes to build one.
I bet. I
So
thought that
there's
was
the
so
guilt of like,
creative.
oh God, I'm gonna smash this thing, but it's like, yeah, I'm gonna smash this thing.
That's awesome. Yes, I was doing a little research on you, and so I came across that, and I thought, "Gosh, that's so creative."
The fans, they write such good scripts, and the scripts sell well. Like, when I
Mhm.
make the video, they sell well because it's coming straight from the
Right,
fetishes. And
right.
I really like the scripts.
Yes, I always tell my, custom video clients, "The more information you can give me, the better."
Absolutely.
But I
Absolutely.
did a giant test. It was so awful. It was I'd first gotten in the business and hadn't I was just starting to make content, and I had been selling dirty panties, and one of the panty guys was like, "I want this whole giant test series. Like, I'm gonna order you this, put this Barbie doll on your wish list. I'm gonna order it and have it sent to you." And I did this. It was like a 5 video series. And I did enjoy it, but I look back now and I'm like, that was so awful. That was like my very first content. I was Googling giant tests. I had no idea.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's great though. Like now there's so much information on the internet. So it's like now
Mhm.
you can Google it and like see all these other videos and have like
Yes.
something to go on. But yeah, the first time back in the day just starting, you just have to go on what the fan tells you.
Right. Right.
Sometimes
Right.
they don't tell us a lot. You have to like pull it out of them. Like, come on, man, I'm trying to make this like nice for you. You're spending all this money. Don't you want to tell me what you want?
Yeah, and then I look back and go, I saw those videos for $25. Like I did a custom for $25. I'm like, what is wrong with me? I won't even turn my camera on for less than $150 now.
Not now. Honestly, and it sounds really lazy, and I complain about myself sometimes to my partner, my boyfriend. I go, God, am I one of those lazy producers? Because we've been doing customs so long, we almost just don't shoot unless we have customs. I mean, we shoot a lot, but
right.
some people are shooting like consistently every week, but it's like we shoot a lot at once, and then
it's bulk content making. Then
yes. We like to do it like that. So
it's hard to get into a schedule. When I started this podcast last November, the days that I always set aside for shooting content were now doing podcast interviews, and I just get so lost in my podcast because it's my passion now that I was recently like, I haven't shot a new solo vid in like 4 months. I think I need to shoot some content, but it is just scheduling it. That's half the battle.
I've tried to make a calendar, and like it's very hard to stay consistent with it because we're also working around other people's schedules if we're shooting and doing collabs, if I'm doing content with other people in it, we just, and then life.
Right.
Families visiting. We live in Florida, so I didn't realize how much family was going to visit, how often, but they really like visiting.
They like to come and see you.
Yes, I love that. Nobody visited me in DC.
Right.
I had to go visit them when I lived in DC. Nobody wanted to drive into DC.
That's right.
It's cold and yucky, but it's always nice down here. So
you are living in the great state of Florida. So tell me about collabing. So do you shoot with other creators or just your partner?
I shoot with other creators. I only shoot like boy girl with my partner. We've been together. Okay. It'll be 14 years in November.
Congrats.
So he's my guy. And his name's Tom. You'll probably meet him at some point during one of the conventions or something.
Awesome.
He loves Tom. But I shoot with a bunch of, like, do shoot with other guys doing other fetishes. Like, I've done tickling or...
Okay.
I love shooting ball busting. I don't know if we're allowed to talk about it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was like...
You can say ball busting.
Okay. I love shooting ball busting.
That is an interesting fetish.
Mm-hmm. So many guys ask me, oh, how do I get in the industry? Can I shoot with you? I'm like, if you can take a ball busting, absolutely. Let's shoot something. They're like, oh, that's not what I want to shoot. I go, I know. It takes a special man to shoot ball busting.
That's right. Do you shoot with a lot of fans, or do you do in-person domination sessions?
I do some sessions. I don't typically shoot with fans. If I do shoot with fans, I mean, I guess maybe it would be like in a public setting.
Okay.
I don't typically shoot with fans. If I were to shoot with someone who's sessioning, like if they do ball busting, I'd probably give them a discount on the session if they'd allow me to shoot.
Right.
But, not everybody's into that. But I do have a couple of friends that, like my friend Andrea will come over from Europe and we'll shoot for days. I don't know how he can do it, but he does it.
That is amazing. What do you think is the most important personality trait for being a dom?
I guess just overall awareness. Being aware, self-aware, and aware of everything around you. People's, I guess, mood and how the tone can change.
Right. So being able to kind of read the room, it sounds like.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
I'm a switch, so.
Okay.
I go both ways.
Nice. And how often do you shoot more of the submissive side of you?
Pretty often. I would say I do like almost like an even mix.
Okay.
I have a good fan base for both. They love seeing me in bondage, but they also love seeing me dom POV and put other people into bondage. or be like an evil giantess.
Right, right, right. And then, so let's kind of switch gears. And I notice your amazing shirt for Loyal Fans. You
Loyalfans.
are their number one ambassador, I understand.
Aw, thank you.
How did that all come about?
Well, I've been with, Neil and the family back when it was Clips for Sale. So, and
Okay.
I've been doing conventions with them for, gosh, I would have to look it up. I think from their first Exotica, from the
Wow.
very first Exotica in New Jersey.
Okay.
So I've been with them for a long time. So it was just kind of a natural progression that I just
Gotcha.
moved over with Loyalfans, like doing stuff with them. And
Hmm.
they had me start out doing like the creator spotlight interviews, and that went really well. And we did AVN, and they said, "Hey, do you want to start doing more with like model outreach and this and
Hmm.
that?" And I was like, "Absolutely." So I really like working for them and being on the platform. I wouldn't be able to really I don't think I would be able to work for somebody if I didn't believe in what we were doing.
Right, right. Well, you're amazing at it. I've seen you at these events and you're so personable. And I can tell that you really do care about people's success on the platform and helping
Yeah.
them.
Yeah, it's a lot to learn by yourself. I mean, I've learned so much on my own, and I know how much time it takes and how it can be frustrating. And when I've like had enough and been like, you know what, I'm just walking away from this right now.
Right.
So I am really happy to be able to help people learn one on one because we're just trying to make some money here and we're trying to have some fun. And our fans are waiting to talk to us. So once you know the site, then yeah, you
Right.
can just go on ahead. But learning it on your own, it takes a while. And to really understand it, it's good to have someone from the site explain it to you, I think.
Right, right. Well, and I will tell you, it's because of you and Judy from Chicago Exotica. I came home. I'd had a Loyal Fans. I made one when the whole OnlyFans was kicking all sex workers off. I was like, okay, let me look. I did a little research. What's the next best, or what is the growing platform? And obviously, it was Loyal Fans. And so I made an account, but I didn't do anything with it. And so after I talked to you and met you at Chicago, I came right home and I started uploading. I totally I'm starting to finesse my profile and boom, started making money.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, and I really want people to enjoy the platform because there's so much you can offer your fans on here. The whole experience. the whole
Yes. It's really endless. And I was just chatting with some other model creators friends. I'm in a couple different groups online and was saying how Loyal Fans, you really set yourself apart because you can do live cam, you can do sexting, charge per message. There's just, it's so much you can do. You have a clip store.
Yep,
It's
the
really an
store,
all in
online
one.
store. I love the calendar scheduler. I want to look at a calendar, and be able to see. And so you can click the date and it'll show you everything that's going on that day. The media cloud. I love being able to make folders and be organized.
Yes. Yes. I still have a lot to learn. So eventually, one of these days, we'll sit
Yeah,
down
let's do a
together.
one-on-one. I would love to walk you through the site. I like doing them.
That's awesome. Can you talk? Does Loyal Fans have any big projects coming out or big features that they're working on?
Ooh, I'm not allowed to tell. There is some new things coming out that I know everyone's gonna really like, absolutely.
Okay.
And of course, the conventions. We love seeing everyone at conventions. We're going to Exotica Miami, including New Jersey and
Okay.
DC. So
That's awesome.
those
That
I'm
is
really excited
awesome.
about. I love going out and seeing all the fans and the creators.
That is cool. Well, I didn't figure you could give us too much information, but maybe a hint.
I know there's something that's going to be coming, I believe, in the email area. And what was
Oh,
the other thing they were talking about? I mean, I was told about 5 or 6 things. So,
yeah. Okay. Okay. We'll let you keep your secrets and your job.
right. I really like it over here.
That's right. Yeah, the friendliness of all of you at the conventions is also very endearing because, like I said, it made me want to ramp up my profile.
Yeah,
So,
I feel like loyal fans, we really do care about our creators, and I want people to feel welcome and, like you said, easy to talk to, friendly,
mhm,
because there's an it's all about being nice, kind, you know, I mean, a
absolutely.
positive experience. I want a positive experience.
I think of you and Judy as the dynamic duo at the events.
Ah, I'm gonna tell her you said that. I love Judy.
She is amazing. Yeah, it was fun to meet her. What do you think the biggest challenge is that you're facing in your business in this day and age?
I guess there's that fear, you know, that any moment that like all of a sudden our bank accounts are frozen.
Right,
That's the biggest fear for me because it's not like I'm going to take my money out and start shoving it in a mattress, but I mean, are
right,
we going there? Are we getting there? Oh,
right.
Lord. My husky, I can hear him at the door. He's such a big baby.
And recently, there's been a lot more, I think, adult content creators who are getting their bank accounts closed down without any explanation, and they don't have much options. Is he coming in there?
Yes, I guess he got in.
I love it. I once had someone's cat in the background on the
Thank
podcast.
you, Aspen. Oh, it's raining. He's a big baby, so he's scared of the rain. He pushed his way in.
So yes, banking is definitely an issue. I see more of
Banking.
it being talked about, in the political arena for
Mhm.
adult work.
It's, they I just don't understand, and we never will I mean, I understand it's about money. Um,
Mhm.
Hollywood can make whatever they want and then make it very realistic. I can't even make a campy video where someone, something happens to somebody that's bad.
Right. Right.
They're just going to take it
Absolutely.
down, or I can't post it anywhere, and it's all about the money that's getting paid out.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. So since you've been doing this since you were 19, does your family know what you're doing and how are they supportive?
Yeah, they actually are. My family's always known what I was doing. I've always been very open with my family. It's not what they want. Of course, they were like, "Oh, you could be a doctor, or you could work on computers or something." And I do work on computers.
Mhm,
And I play a
right.
doctor on the internet sometimes. I wear many hats.
That's right. Well, it's
um,
true. It's true in this business. Recently on another episode, I was talking to someone and it's like, I don't ever want to go back to social work. If I had to go back into, working for somebody else, we're marketers, we're editors,
yep.
we're planners,
Hmm.
event planners. The list goes on.
Yeah, I can herd cats. I've gotten many models on set at the same time before. That is a skill.
That is a skill and running these events and or getting
Yes.
everything organized.
Hmm.
So
Yeah.
much can go wrong.
So they're very supportive. They're happy. I pay my own bills. My mom like knows about editing, like knows about me doing editing and this and that, and she thinks it's really cool being able to learn all the different programs and that stuff
Right.
like
That is cool. That is cool. If you could go back and tell your 19-year-old self any piece of advice, what do you think you would do differently?
that. I guess take the picture of the back of the ID too.
Oh, gotcha.
Because we have the fronts. We have the fronts for sure.
Mhm. Mhm.
Back then we didn't keep the backs.
Right. Right. And they're asking for that these days.
Hmm.
The
Yeah.
platforms are.
Also, back it all up. Back it up 5 times if you have to. I would
Mhm.
tell my modern day self this too. I'm dealing with a opened up hard drive over here that I have gutted
Oh.
because I have to now use this other thingy to plug it in and try to
Oh,
retrieve my
no.
data. Back it up. Always, everybody back it up.
So you're trying to recover some stuff, it sounds like.
Yeah, that was my main one that I was working on, and it just, for some reason, stopped spinning.
Oh, no.
So I got my uncle, who's a computer guy, on the phone, and I'm like, all right, let's open it up together.
Right. Oh, I hope you can recover those files.
Me too. Otherwise, I'll be asking around who's a trusted person, because I can't just take this thing to Best Buy with those kids in there looking at this stuff that
That's
I filmed.
true. Oh gosh. Well, there's got to be somebody in this industry too. I mean, I think Twitter is my best friend. Whenever I'm looking for something, recently I was like, I need someone who knows Final Cut Pro. I can't do this one thing I need to do, and I'm going crazy. So maybe there is somebody out there who's an expert. But yes, I hear you. I subscribe to iCloud. I have Dropbox and an 8-tab external drive. So
Mhm.
hopefully one of those is going to have everything.
Yeah, I need to get another external. I got a 14, but
Wow.
I'm still already almost maxed out.
Right,
And
right.
I'm gonna have to make a backup of that too.
Shooting 4K, that's what kills your file
Yeah,
sizes.
we moved to 4K camera. We're not even shooting in 4K, and it's
Mhm.
already a lot bigger size files. But that's
Right.
good because, I've looked at files from back when I first started shooting, and they're so grainy, like pretty much unusable.
Yes, I gotcha. I gotcha. And so, what is your favorite productivity hack? Because it seems like you're juggling a lot. You're working for Loyalfans, you're shooting your own stuff, you're producing, editing. How do you keep that all going?
I think my productivity hack, which is probably not so much a hack and probably abuse to myself, and I bet we all do it, is just getting in the zone and staying
Mhm.
there. I don't care if I'm chained to the computer for I'd rather be chained to the computer for 16 hours and
Yeah.
stay in the zone than stop and lose that motivation and not want to start back up. Because there's days
Yeah.
I want to screw off the whole day.
Right.
So I know when I'm in the zone, I'll stay there the whole day.
Just stay focused. Yeah, that's a good one. That is
Yeah.
a good one.
And if you're say you're updating to the hub or something, I put previews up there. There's monotonous, draining work to do when you do your description areas. Like I
Oh,
do
yeah.
copy and paste for Google Translate. I'm like, why not? People are looking up stuff in other languages, not just English. So I always
That's
use the
true.
translation for the titles. And if it doesn't say the fetish in the titles, I'll put a dash and then write the fetish. So that word is
Okay.
translated. So when people look, it'll say tickle in whatever language they're writing down.
Oh, that's very smart.
It gives you 12 different languages you can translate. So I just pop it into Google Translate and copy and paste. I don't know if the translation is correct, but it's better than nothing, right?
That's right. Now,
That's
do you have an assistant or do you do everything yourself?
I do everything myself, but I think I'm gonna probably need to start paying someone as an assistant.
Yeah, I'm looking at that. That's my goal this year as well. Just because just getting stuff uploaded and writing the copy just takes time,
Yeah. I'm maxing out on my own time, and there's only one of
right?
me, and I want to be able to reach more fans and make
Mhm.
more content, and yeah, I just need an assistant. It's
Yeah,
hard
for
to let
sure.
go though. Such a control freak. That's something I have issue with. Is I'm a control freak.
I agree with you there because have actually talked to a couple of assistants, and then it's like in my head, I'm like, oh, they're going to have all my passwords. They're going to have access to all my accounts. And I'm such a, control person.
Yeah. What if they change something? Or even I don't want somebody to do it and then I'm looking over their shoulder like some kind
Right.
of annoying boss, terrible boss, or say they're running one of my socials and I go look on my Instagram or my Twitter
Right.
and I'm like, what the hell? I don't want to have that moment and then have to
Right.
have a confrontation when I can just be the one to look at my own stuff and be like, what the hell? Do it better, duh. And I won't. And no one else's feelings getting hurt when I'm being like that. Just
That's
me.
true. That is true. That
It's
is true.
better.
So I like to ask my ladies, especially, for a granny panty tip of the week. So it can really be anything. It can be beauty, skincare, related to your business, productivity, anything. If you had one good tip for other creators, what would that be?
That's a good one. One good tip for other creators. Well, my number one tip always to especially female creators or anyone who wears makeup is do not go to sleep with your makeup on.
That's
It's going to
true.
ruin your skin.
Absolutely.
That's my number one tip, but we've all heard it before, you know? So I guess my number two tip, if you're using Instagram, use the link button for your stories. I see people, you know, hey, go follow me, but that link button, I've clicked it many, many times. So
Yeah.
this is my tip of the day. Use the link button more. Why not? I've never gotten flagged for using the link button to my Loyalfans on there.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Also, I don't get flagged for linking Loyalfans links on my Facebook either.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Okay.
where other ones I used to get.
Right, right. Yeah, you have to be so darn careful. I have a full-blown website which has my links on it, so I always just point everyone to my website. But yeah, that's good to know. I do see models linking to their fan sites, and I don't know, I'm too scared.
Yeah. I've been doing the Loyalfans because I realized I was getting away with it, but I mean, I've been flagged for my C4S. I see other people are able to do theirs, but I
Mhm.
mean, I've had my Nyssa Nevers Facebook forever, so I'm sure
Right.
there's people that are just like, oh, I'm gonna report it.
Yeah, oh yeah. There's those kind of folks everywhere, but
Yeah.
awesome. So do tell us where we can find you. I'm going to also link it when this goes live.
I am pretty much on all the socials: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. It's at Nyssa Nevers. My Loyalfans is loyalfans.com /Nissa Nevers. Twitter is my home. You'll always see like what I'm up to there, and you can follow the links.
Awesome. Awesome.
And of course, NissaNevers.com. That has a bunch of links.
Okay. Awesome. Yes, definitely everyone needs to check you out. I was so excited to meet you this year, and I just love seeing you guys at every event. I don't think I have any more events. No exoticas, I don't think, for the rest of the year. Maybe New Jersey. If I get sponsored to go, I'll go to New Jersey, I think.
The New Jersey ones, I I've been to that one, and it's very big. I would say if you're gonna consider any of the other ones, the Jersey one would be the most people you would reach.
Yeah, we went in 2021.
Oh,
That was
okay,
our
so
first
you know.
ever exotica. Yeah. And it was fun.
I'm very excited for the DC Exotica because DC is like my home, and
Right.
it actually starts on my birthday, December 1st. It's the 1st to the 3rd, so I'm like, ooh, I wonder if a bunch of my friends will come and see me on my birthday working.
I think this calls for a big birthday celebration at the booth.
Yeah, maybe I'll get my birthday spankings at the booth.
Ooh, or give some.
Yes, I would rather give than get because I still got a model.
That's right. That's awesome. Well, I have had so much fun getting to know you more without all the craziness of an event.
Yes,
And
you
I sure
too.
appreciate you coming on the show. I know you've been busy since.
Oh yeah, we've been shooting a lot. A lot of fun though.
Yeah. Do you host a model house, just as a side note, or do you just get a
Um
bunch of creators together?
uh well, it's just my house and my friends came back from XBiz. I only actually have one guest room, but we have a huge sectional couch that one
Mhm.
part folds down, and we have a really nice king size blow up mattress. I'm surprised how nice these things can be.
Right.
So, like, if I get customs where all these people are involved, it's like Nissa camp.
Oh, I
Everyone,
love it.
yeah, everyone comes. We all cook together. Whoever, if we're shooting a long custom, whoever's
Right.
not in that one will be cooking something. And yeah, we kind of just make it work. Everyone helps each other.
That's a fun atmosphere.
Yeah.
And especially if people are already traveling, like to Florida for events, to just stay longer and shoot is awesome.
Yeah, we like to at least my friend Maxine and Scott, they came from the Dominican Republic, so they come up
Wow.
for a week, and since she's from out of town, we let people know and everyone has enough time to get their orders in. And
That's
then if they don't get
excellent.
it in, then they'll wait till next time.
Gotcha. Gotcha. Well, keep up the good work. I love what you're doing for Loyalfans. It totally inspired me to get mine going. So
Thanks, and good luck on your Loyalfans. I know it's fun over
thank you.
there.
We'll be scheduling something, but thanks again for being here. And I just wish you luck, and hopefully I'll see you in New Jersey.
Yeah, I'll be there for sure.
Okay. Thanks, Nisa.
Thanks, Ruby. Bye.